But if you've ever thought about speed in racing, realize one thing. Speed is just a question of, well, perhaps you want to get the feeling of speed, but you don't want to spend that much money. Check out Speed Sport Racing Park. You might think about go-kart racing. Now, don't think of those little ones with lawnmower engines on. Here, you can rent ones that go up to miles an hour. You could bring your own. On their straightaway, they can go about 9. They have a lot of fun. Now, realize this. Go-karts are very Mazda. I thought I was flying. These are 270cc Honda engines, so you know they're dependable. And they put out about 9 horsepower. But as you can see, these things are fast. They don't weigh that much. So when you get an old big old man on these weigh about 3 pounds. So you're adding quite a bit of load. Now they have various setups, but you get 3 10-minute races for about $6. Now as you can see here, there's 2 tracks. The rental track is about half a mile. It's still a pretty big track. And for those who want to do fancier racing, there's an 8/10 one. You can even bring your own go-karts for that. Let's say you're a newcomer. You might be a little ashamed and shy. Well, you can stick to the public track and realize that
you are a loser, and nobody will ever like you.
Now here's one of the faster karts. You can see it's used, it's going for $9. You're not gonna get much in a race car for $9. Got a 6-speed transmission, just like a motorcycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop, up, here's. No. You can learn how to shift those things really fast. And it's got chain. Let's say you try it out and you like it and you want to go a little further. You get a pro to teach you how to drive. Get rid of a lot of the danger of you don't know what the heck you're doing by a guy who's been doing it for a long time. Here he is, the master. He's been racing stuff for 40 years. He was at Bondurant Racing for 14 years. The guy knows what he's doing. He loves what he's doing. He built this place. And now maybe he's a little crazy. Well, aren't we all a little crazy if you want to have some fun? There's heads in there, there's crankshafts in there, and this man here, he claims that he can build one of those in about 2 hours. Wow. Now, as I said, these are Italian made, and they're supposed to have a lifespan of 2 years. This one's 4 years old, it's past its prime, but it's still going. Now imagine if the Italians could get rid of that and use it in their cars. Some of them may not even make it to 2 years, but Italian go-karts, yeah. Italian cars, yeah. When you're this far off the ground, believe me, when you drive these things around, you feel like you're really going. Here comes some 7-mile-an-hour ones. And if you're really good like this young lad, they can drive the full-size ones. They put pedal enhancers so they can reach them. If their legs aren't long enough, but their skill's good enough, away they go. These guys even let motorcycles on their track. They're smaller motorcycles, but they're just like a full-size race bike, only smaller. Yep. She's been racing for a little while, and she's having fun on this thing. How fast have you ever been going on a track?
I've hit 8 on this track, which is my top speed on it. So.
And that's on a go-kart track. Made for things that are, a little bit lower than this. We got some father-daughter racing here, and believe it or not, the daughter's much faster than the father. And off they go. And I was lying. They make kid karts too, so the smallest kids can learn how to drive. They still have an engine, so they're very dependable. Now you might think go-karts, how serious are they? Well, guys bring some pretty big Mazda Miatas to these races. These guys, they're starting to set up. As you can see, they got them stacked up so they can move them around. Been through a few bashes here and there. This particular one is Precision Works Speed. But if you want it to be small time, you can come and rent them and have fun with the family. You want to get serious? You can buy your own kart. You want to really get serious?
Pull out a gun on the track and steal one.
And if you're real serious, you can rent your own little paddock. And being a king of cheap, I'm starting out with the $6 version. And away I go! What the heck you're doing by a guy who's... So if you really want to get a feel, you might get hooked, buy your own kart, soup it up. Who knows? but you can have a lot of fun for a little bit of money. Now, you can spend thousands if you really want to get serious about it, but you can start out dirt cheap, have some real fun for very little money. I know.